I recently made a trip down to Anchor Point, Alaska to learn everything there is to know about slingshot hunting from a guy named Michael Sturm. Mike is one of the best woodsmen I've ever met, and he's able to consistently put meat on the table with what I always thought was a toy.
We've got dinner, which is nice, but man, there's a bunch of them in here. Just getting close to them is really tough. But this is a birch slingshot that I made out of a stick, and I'm shooting 11mm steel, and this was, I don't know, 12 yards away. Me and my buddy Zach were out moose hunting, and we had like a massive bull, probably 200 yards in front of us, and we were trying to creep up on it, and a flock of like 8 spruce hens exploded out of the tree next to us, or under the underbrush next to us, and it spooked the moose. We went back to camp and discussed what we could do, you know, and like for a while there we thought about maybe just like bringing like a little pellet pistol for such a thing, and then I was poking around on the internet and I saw somebody on YouTube killing birds with slingshots, and I was like, yeah, there we go. And it's been a bit of an addiction ever since. We're looking for a fork. I guess I'll get up there and have a look around and see what'll work. I see one there and probably one there that'll work just fine. You know, I own a couple of shotguns and I own several rifles. So like if I absolutely had to put meat on the table tonight, I'd probably be out with a 22. But like I've got food, and I feel like this is a little more sporting. Makes me work a little harder to get closer. Takes more skill and practice to get good at. And really, like any kid with a pocket knife can make their own slingshot.
This is the part that takes the most time?
Yeah. Just general shaping, like you play with it until you get it just where you want it. Like I'm gonna have to take some meat out of under here just because of the symmetry or lack thereof is bothering me.
How much of this is art and how much is function?
It's like 90% art, to be honest. Like I could take a stick, any forked stick, and cut it and put bands on it. It'll be a functional slingshot. It's all just to make them look pretty. Certainly, like different shapes shoot differently, and here we are with a forked stick, getting there slowly. There we go. Ready to rock and roll. What is it? It's like 4 foot-pounds of energy to kill a rabbit, 6 to kill a grouse, and like 8 to 10 for those little teeny red squirrels we got up here. Yeah.
And what do you think the max output is from your bands?
My bands are measured at 8. A slingshot is like an integral piece of my big game hunting gear. I'm always seeing grouse, occasionally see rabbits. Squirrels will be chattering up in trees and need to be gotten rid of. I'll knock a squirrel down. Squirrels are actually pretty good eating too. But yeah, just camp meat is awesome. And we see grouse all the time that we want to take. And having a slingshot, it being like super quiet, is really nice because you can just, you know, you can fill up the camp pot and not spook off every moose in the area. It's gotten to the point where I can fairly reasonably assume that I'll get a rabbit. I don't know, it feels good too, like it's real sporting. The odds of like wounding something are next to none. You know, trying to take headshots, either it's usually just a clean miss or you tag them in the head and they fall over dead. But yeah, it's, you don't got to worry about like if you look around, you know what I mean, there's houses in this area. All that way is private property, all that way for a long ways is state land, but there's houses in the area and you don't got to worry about like ricochets, or, you know, if we're hunting grouse, like I wouldn't have to worry about shooting out of this tree, that kind of thing. So there's its ups and downs for sure. Like it's definitely not a very efficient tool and it takes a long time to get decent with, but it's a lot of fun. And there's like a great sense of satisfaction doing something that's hard Yeah.
After spending that day with Mike and seeing what is possible with the Slingshot, I've decided that this is an essential piece of equipment that goes in my hunting pack. If you want to see a more in-depth video about how Mike builds these slingshots and also more hunting footage, we made another video for his channel. I'll link that in the description below, and I'll also link his channel down below. Thanks for watching.